everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that I hate about the Lexus LS460. Now, a huge disclaimer, I'm probably going to clickbait the shit out of the title, but I actually really love this car. For a daily driver, this is honestly one of the best cars at this price point that you can buy, and I mean, in my opinion, there's just no argument to that. At this price point, for what you're getting, you really cannot beat the LS460. Heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, heated back seats, rear window shade. Yeah. And let me tell you something, for people who turn their high beams on you, that thing is amazing. 385 horsepower with an 8-speed automatic, you really cannot beat it for around $10,000. It helps me keep the miles off my 97 and my 94 Lincoln Mark 8 that I have. And yeah, it's just a very comfortable daily driver. But anyway, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about the 5 things that I do not like about this car. And honestly, it was very difficult to make this list because there's so many good things about this car. Now, starting off with number 1, I want to start with the climate control system. A couple of the things on this list are love-hate relationships. What I mean by that is, it's great in what they are and what they do, but at the same time, they could have done it so much better. Now, what I hate about the climate control system is that it is an in-the-screen. There's no physical buttons. It's all touchscreen. Now, it's honestly not that bad, but it is just one thing where it's like, why is this not a physical button? Please. Anyway, back to it. It's honestly not that bad. It's one button and then it brings you straight to the screen, but it's just that. It's in a screen. If this screen were to fail, well, whoop-de-fucking-do. You're shit out of luck, sonny. They got this whole panel down here dedicated to the CDs and all this other stuff. And I guess in 2008 it made more sense, but I don't know. I just wish it was a physical button and not into the screen. Now, number 2 on the things that I don't like about this car, and that would be the navigation system. Now, for what it is for a car from 2008, it's actually very good for its time. I don't know many cars from 2008 that came standard with a navigation system in them. Now, then again, this was a $70,000 car, brand new, so it better have come with some fancy shit in it. But yeah, the navigation system is just, it's showing its age. When you want to put in a destination on where to go or something like that, it takes at least, 5 to 10 minutes to set it up. You can save preset destinations, which is pretty cool, but honestly, I end up using my phone for navigation if I need to use navigation. I haven't once used the navigation system in the screen. But yeah, it's really not easy to use. It's kind of just like not user intuitive, I guess you could say, and it's really showing its age. But for its time, it was, pretty damn good. But here in 2022, it's really not that good. Now, I will say it does look cool to look at it. It's cool that it has it here, but that's really all it is. It's just something cool and neat to look at. Now, the number 3 thing on this list of things that I don't like about this car, and that would be the sticky dash. Dear Lord, what were you people thinking? For those who don't know or haven't been inside of an LS460 from this era, all Lexuses do this from this era. IS250, it doesn't matter. They all have this same problem. And it was the same exact problem up until from, I think, like 05 to like 2012. They did still, even in 2012s, you still have this issue. Not only is it ugly and disgusting to look at, but it is a major safety hazard. What I mean by that is the sun reflects off of the dash onto the windshield. It doesn't matter if you put your sun visor down. It doesn't matter what you do. You are going to be blinded by the sun in your own windshield because it is reflecting off of the dash. So yeah, not only is it ugly and disgusting to look at, but it is a major safety hazard. Like, I don't know how they haven't been sued, or maybe they have, but I don't know what they were thinking. I know there was a recall on it, but what sucks about it is I bought this car a month after they stopped doing the recall on it, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. They use the same material as well on the doors and the door panels, and they're fading and cracking so bad that it's really the biggest downfall of this car. This is an amazing car, but really it is just plagued by this terrible material I guess, I don't know, maybe it looks nice when it was new, but now it is just disgusting to look at. Now on the later models, I believe 2010 and up, they changed the material and they used a leather wrap on the doors instead of this material. I've thought about going to junkyards and swapping out, because it's on all 4 doors. They all crack and break like this, and it's terrible. I've thought about going to a junkyard and looking for a 2010 and up car to buy the door panels off of, but I just haven't had time to do it. But yeah, that is probably the biggest downfall of the LS460. Now, I know there is a cheap fix out there for this problem, and I'm not sure what the long-term results of this are, but there's a product out there, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's about $40, and I've seen videos of it, and it makes it look brand new again. I've thought about doing this and then buying a dash cover after I apply the product to keep the longevity of it, but that's just going to be things that I'm going to have to fix on this car over time. Now, number 4 on this list, at least I think it's number 4, shit, I don't remember. Now, the 4th thing that I don't like about this car, but I also love about this car, it's a love-hate relationship, and that would be the trunk. Now, what I love about the trunk is that it's automatic. It automatically opens and it automatically closes itself. It's also got a soft closing feature. Now, what I don't like about this feature is that it is automatic. Now, you can close it by yourself, but what you can't do is you can't open it by yourself. Every single time you open it, you have to wait on the motor to, and it takes, you know, about 5 to 10 seconds to open. Now, what you have to do is every single time you open it, you can open it by a button over here next to your knee, or you can open it with the key fob. Now, when you're getting out of your vehicle, when you push the button, by the time you're out of your vehicle and you walk to the back of the car, it's already open. But when you're in a hurry and you're coming to your car and you want to get something out of the trunk, you have to stand there and wait for it to go, and then it's open. Like I said, it's a cool feature. It's a really neat feature, but you can't open the trunk, and you cannot force it up either. When it's doing its thing, it's doing its thing. You cannot try and push it, or you'll break it. You can't make it go in. You can't make it open any faster than it's going to open. I'm not sure if there's a way around this or anything, but you kind of just have to sit there and wait for the trunk to open. Dearie! Dearie! Bambi! I wonder if they like this. I kind of feel bad for revving at them. I don't know what I was thinking. Now for the grand finale of the video. This is the last thing that I dislike about my LS460, and that would be the transmission. Now, like I said, it's a love-hate relationship. I love this transmission. It really helps with the fuel economy of this vehicle. At 80 miles an hour, you're spending about 1,700 RPMs. I also like that under full throttle, the way they've spaced the gears is perfect. And the gearing, it always keeps the car in the power band. What I don't like about this transmission is that it sometimes, under normal driving, it kind of hunts for gears. It doesn't know exactly which one it wants to be in sometimes. It's not clunky because it shifts so smooth you can't even feel it. You don't even know it's there if you're not paying attention to it. But it sometimes, like, all right, I'm going to go from just cruising to about 40% throttle. it'll downshift a gear, and then it'll downshift another gear. Oh, it's a clean ass town car. But anyway, yeah. So I love it because it's in racing and sports mode. It shifts super quick and super firm, and it always keeps the car in the power band. But sometimes it's just, it really just doesn't know. It doesn't do what you want it to do. If that makes any sense. Now, this was the first iteration of the 8-speed automatic transmission. This was one of the first cars to be offered with an 8-speed auto. It came out in 2007 when the LS460 came out, and I heard that it was improved in the 2010 model years, and then it was further improved in the 2013 and up model years. But for this being an early model year car, this is one of the first iterations of it, so I guess they were still trying to fix all the kinks. Please ignore my light. It's literally, the check engine light causes all of these lights to come on all at the same time. I don't really understand why. It shifts fairly quick. Now it's not as fast as, you know, say a sports car, but for what this car is, it's fairly quick. I'm gonna downshift now. Downshift again, now. Downshift again. That's going to be all for today's video. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. That's everything I dislike about my LS460. Now, to recap the whole video, I'm going to give y'all a little bonus clip, a short little pull of this car as I go to Mexico real quick. Put the car in sport mode.